Cardinal Luis Tagle has become a name many are starting to talk about when they think about the next pope. His story, personality, and work have made him stand out not just in the Catholic Church, but across the world. He's humble, friendly, and deeply focused on the struggles of ordinary people. With Pope Francis getting older and his health becoming a topic of concern, many wonder who might follow in his footsteps. Some believe that Cardinal Tagle might already be seen as the top choice, maybe even by Pope Francis himself. In this video, we'll take a deep look at who Cardinal Tagle is, what makes him special, and why so many think he could be the next pope. Every time a new pope is chosen, it becomes a huge moment not only for Catholics, but for people all over the world. The Catholic Church has over 1.3 billion followers, and its leader, the Pope, influences not just faith, but global discussions on peace, justice, human rights, and poverty. The Pope isn't just the head of the Church, he's also seen as a symbol of unity and spiritual strength. So whenever there's talk about who could be the next Pope, the whole world pays attention. Cardinal Luis Tagle, born in Manila, Philippines in 1957, has become one of the most loved figures in the Church today. He grew up in a simple family, which gave him a deep understanding of the struggles that many people face daily. That early life shaped how he sees the world and his mission in the Church. He became a priest in 1982 and quickly stood out. People noticed his kindness, intelligence, and the way he could talk about faith in a way that was simple but powerful. He has the special gift of being able to connect with anyone, rich or poor, young or old. In 2012, Pope Benedict XVI made him a cardinal, showing that even then the Church recognized his potential. Since then, he has taken on bigger roles and is now the head of Caritas Internationalis, which is the Church's global charity organization. Through this position, Cardinal Tagle has worked on some of the world's biggest issues: poverty, disasters, climate change, and more. He always puts people first, especially those who are suffering or forgotten. That's one of the reasons. Many people see him as very similar to Pope Francis. In fact, some even call him the Asian Pope Francis. Like Francis, Tagle is known for his humility. He doesn't live in luxury or act like a celebrity. Instead, he focuses on being close to the people. He listens to their problems, visits poor communities, and speaks out about injustice. He's not afraid to talk about issues that are sometimes hard for the Church, such as inequality, migration, and religious peace. His approach is always kind, open, and understanding. As Pope Francis gets older, he's now in his late 80s, it's natural to start thinking about the future of the Church. Francis himself has spoken openly about the difficulty of his job and even said he might step down if he feels he can't continue. That happened before with Pope Benedict XVI, who resigned in 2013 because of age and health. It was a rare move, but it opened the door for Pope Francis to take over. Now people wonder, will Francis do the same? And if so, who would take his place? Some people close to the Vatican believe that Pope Francis already has someone in mind, and many believe that person might be Cardinal Tagle. Not only does Tagle share many of Francis's values, but he also has the global experience, deep faith, and strong leadership that the job requires. He's been seen as someone who could continue the changes Francis started, making the Church more open, more welcoming, and more focused on the poor. Let's look at how a pope is chosen. When the papal seat is empty, the Church enters a period called sede vacante, which means the seat is empty in Latin. During this time, the College of Cardinals takes charge. These are senior Church leaders from all over the world, but only cardinals under the age of 80 can vote for the new pope. Right now, there are about 120 cardinals who are eligible. They all travel to Rome and meet in the Sistine Chapel, one of the most famous places in the Vatican. There they take an oath of secrecy and begin a very private process called the conclave. During the conclave, they vote in rounds. If no one gets 2/3 of the votes, they vote again. After each round, the ballots are burned. If the smoke coming from the chimney is black, it means no decision has been made. If it's white, it means a new pope has been chosen. The process is not just about politics or popularity. It's deeply spiritual. The cardinals pray, reflect, and seek guidance from the Holy Spirit. They try to choose the person who is best suited to lead the Church at that time. They look at They look at many things: faith, intelligence, leadership skills, ability to connect with people, and understanding of the modern world. This is why Cardinal Tagle's name is being heard more and more. He checks so many of these boxes. There are other names being mentioned too. For example, Cardinal Pietro Parolin from Italy is a strong contender. He is currently the Vatican Secretary of State and is known for handling complex diplomatic issues, including talks with China. Then there's Cardinal Marc Ouellet from Canada, a theological expert who helps choose bishops around the world. Cardinal Christoph Schönborn from Austria is also respected for his work in interfaith dialogue and promoting peace. But Cardinal Tagle stands out for several reasons. First, he comes from Asia, where the Catholic Church is growing fast. Choosing a pope from this region would show that the Church truly sees itself as global, not just centered in Europe. Second, he's young compared to others, meaning he could potentially serve for many years. Third, he already holds high-ranking positions in the Vatican, which gives him experience at the center of the Church's leadership. And most importantly, his heart is in the right place. His love for the poor, his humility, his ability to speak several languages, and his natural way of making people feel welcome. All of these qualities make him a strong candidate. He's the kind of person who could continue Pope Francis's mission of making the Church a home for everyone, not just a place for the powerful. Even younger Catholics are drawn to Cardinal Tagle. Many say he gets them. He understands the pressures young people face, from mental health to education, to finding purpose in life. He doesn't speak down to them or ignore their struggles. Instead, he listens and offers encouragement. That's something the Church needs right now, a leader who can truly connect with the next generation. There are also signs that Pope Francis personally supports Tagle. Some reports suggest that Francis has said, either directly or indirectly, that Tagle is someone he trusts to carry on his work. That's a big deal. The current Pope doesn't officially choose the next one, but his influence matters a lot. And when people see that Francis and Tagle are so closely aligned in values and actions, it makes them think that the future of the Church might already be pointing in Tagle's direction. But being Pope is not easy. There will be challenges. If Tagle becomes Pope, he'll have to deal with deep divisions within the Church. Not everyone supports the changes Pope Francis has made. Some want to return to older traditions and are against things like giving more power to local church leaders or talking openly about issues like sexuality or divorce. Tagle would need to find a way to bring these groups together, respecting tradition while also embracing progress. He would also need to continue dealing with the painful issue of abuse scandals, which have hurt many and shaken trust in the Church. That's a hard task, but Tagle has shown in the past that he's not afraid to face tough problems. He has talked about the need for honesty, justice, and healing. If he becomes Pope, many hope he would continue pushing for transparency and accountability. At the same time, he would have to guide the Church in today's fast-changing world. Technology, social media, global conflicts, and economic inequality all affect how people live and think. The Pope's voice is powerful. It can calm fears, build peace, and offer hope. Cardinal Tagle's gentle yet strong way of speaking could make a big difference. He doesn't yell or try to scare people. He speaks from the heart, and that's something the world could really use right now. He's also shown he can work with leaders of other religions. That's very important in a time when faith can sometimes divide people instead of bringing them together. Tagle believes in unity. He's spoken about the need for mutual respect and working side by side with people from different beliefs. That's in line with what Pope Francis has